Hi everyone, Jan Visagie here, Cambium Product Manager at Myra Distribution, and today I'm going to take a moment to discuss the ePMP 2000 from Cambium Networks. I know it needs no introduction, but I'll be covering all the added values and all the use cases. Okay, so let's get straight into it. If I refer to Cambium's ePMP 2000 range, there's only one thing that comes to mind, and that's interference mitigation. Alright, there's a lot of added value features that will enable you to deploy a successful, high capacity, return on investment conscious product on the congested 5 GHz band. Cambium is very well known for perfecting GPS synchronization, but on top of it, they also offer high-ped technology that includes smart beamforming and intelligent filtering. And all this will be available without breaking the bank. Okay guys, so the access point, the ePMP 2000 access point with intelligent filtering. The filtering is where the secret source is, and the GPS synchronization. This is a connectorized radio, so you can deploy a directional dish with it or a sector antenna that will enable you to have a point-to-point or point-to-multipoint solution. Okay, the radio supports up to 120 subscriber modules. We sell the light version that will enable you to connect 10 subscribers, and it's a pay-as-you-grow solution. So basically, if you have a very high-end enterprise solution and you only want to connect 10 subscribers, you will be able to do that, and the AP Lite comes in at a better price. To open up the 120 SMs, it's a once-off full capacity license. It's not a recurring fee. Okay. So GPS synchronization, frequency reuse. In layman's terms, guys, you can deploy 4 radios, each in a 90-degree area, and you'll just be using 2 channels, instead of deploying each and every radio on its own channel on the 5 GHz band. So not only will the radios sync with one another, and they'll know when to transmit and receive, but it will sync with the subscriber as well. So once again, you use less spectrum. Okay. The intelligent filtering concept. Guys, there's your spectrum. Traditionally, what will happen with the fixed filter is you'll have a mask or a filter that will eliminate some of the adjacent or the neighboring interference, but not all of it. So what will happen? You'll experience a lot of noise. Okay, so this is why Cambium is offering intelligent filtering. Basically, it will mask out all the adjacent, all the neighboring noise around you on the high side, which will enable you to focus on a clean channel and a better solution with more capacity. Alright. The ePMP 2000 smart antenna, beamforming, very important, guys. I still see, we see a lot of solutions where guys use the access point, the 2000 with the filtering, and they use the GPS synchronization to enable to use less spectrum and get more capacity. But the smart antenna plays a massive role when it comes to the whole solution, or the secret source, if I can call it that. Okay guys, so just to explain to you how the smart beamforming antenna works. Traditionally, you'll have a 90-degree area, and you'll transmit and receive to your clients in that area. So what will happen? You'll experience noise from competing brands or any other clients or companies within that area that will also transmit or receive within your 90-degree area. So basically, what happens with smart beamforming? You'll have different antenna patterns. Alright, so in milliseconds, the subscriber module or the base station will communicate with each and every subscriber module, which will enable you to cut out the guy that's creating noise within your 90-degree sector, which is a massive advantage. There's a lot of case studies on Cambium's website where you'll see that the smart beamforming alone enhances the point-to-multipoint solution with up to 60% capacity. Alright guys, so the sector antenna, of course, recommended with the 2000. It's a better gain. It's 18 dBi gain. It's got better back-to-front ratio. The front-to-back ratio is 35 dB, and it's a very robust, ruggedized sort of solution with a thick backplate that will enable you to experience less noise from your side lobes or your back bleeds from any competing brand. Okay, something else I want to point out is the excellent null fill. Usually, if you transmit with the antenna in a 90-degree area, you'll have different antenna lobes. You have one massive lobe, and then you have side lobes on the side. So usually between the side lobes and the massive lobe, there's something called a null fill. So your closer SMs usually struggle to connect to your base station. So this, with the new sector or the sector antenna on the ePMP 2000, you'll have excellent null fill, which will enable you to connect the closer guys that falls into that null zone. So this is also a very massive feature, and it's actually a very carrier-like feature, which is also available on the solution. Just to show you guys how the whole solution fit together, basically you'll see your sector antenna gets mounted onto the pole, your connectorized gets clipped on at the back, and then you get your smart beamforming antenna that clips on at the bottom. Alright, so your radio has 5 connectors, 2 that clips onto the sector, 2 that goes onto the beamforming antenna, and a 5th one for GPS synchronization. The GPS sync module gets, there's a little cap on top, so you can actually hide it from, and it's also weatherproof as well, and it's very easy to mount. Okay guys, so just to also refresh on the ePMP portfolio with regards to subscriber modules, the Force 180, very popular on the 5 GHz band. It's spec'd at 200 meg aggregate, and it has a gigabit port with a 16 dBi integrated antenna, of course, for your clients between 3 to 5 Ks. Force 200, probably the best seller currently, also spec'd at 200 meg aggregate. It's got a 25 dBi directional dish antenna with a gigabit port as well. So of course that's for your point-to-multipoint solutions for clients that's a bit further than 5 to 10 Ks. The ePMP 1000 is still available. You can use it for point-to-multipoint or point-to-point solution. It also has GPS sync functionalities, of course not beamforming and intelligent filtering. But I do see that a lot of people use the non-sync ePMP 1000 connectorized with a third-party higher gain dish antenna to get better distances for that remote clients for your point-to-multipoint solution as well. The non-sync version is also very cost-conscious. Force 190. It's got a 10100 port, it's spec'd at 200 meg aggregate, it's got a 23 dBi integrated dish antenna, but the dish antenna is very, it's a lot better form factor, and it's easier to mount and to assemble than your traditional 180 or your 200. It's very convenient for the technical guys to install. Alright guys, so just to recap, just to refresh with regards to the why, so the 2000 is very popular on the 5 GHz ISN band, to operate in a very high, very noisy environment. So the features that stand out is the GPS synchronization, the high-ped technology, which includes smart beamforming and intelligent filtering, which enables you to get maximum capacity. We've got some case studies available as well. We see clients connecting up to 60, that's 60 to 80 subscribers on a 90-degree base station, and they're running between 2 to 10 meg packages. So that's a real-life deployment, a real-life scenario in a very, very congested environment. The beamforming makes massive difference on top of the GPS sync and the intelligent filtering. Please feel free to post any questions or reach out to our sales team with regards to more info, and also to request pricing on this cost-conscious, return on investment conscious product. Thank you.